Something huge is included in XRP's roadmap, and apart from developing a lawsuit-related hype, the news will absolutely generate much fame. For a company like Ripple that was founded way back in 2012, a partnership with Accenture way back in 2015 is huge, and right now, it looks like about 400 banks are ready to use XRP tokens. But how will this be affecting the future of XRP tokens? Will this mean that XRP tokens will be the first cryptocurrency to be mainstream? But first, we are giving away 25 XRP coins at the end of the month to one random subscriber to start on their XRP journey. All you need to do is to like the video, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on XRP in the comment section. Welcome, XRP Army. Let's grow the XRP Lab community by pressing the like button and subscribe. We know that Ripple partnered up with Accenture way back in 2015, providing cross-currency settlement solutions for financial institutions. Well, some of our viewers will be hearing about Accenture for the first time, and if you are one among those, no worries, because if you know anything about consulting, you would probably have heard about Accenture because the company happens to be the largest consulting firm in the world, employing over 569,000 employees across 120 countries. So you could say that Accenture is a huge company, and in case if you didn't know already, now you do. This Irish-based multinational professional service company specializes in IT services and consulting, and Accenture also happens to be a Fortune Global 500 company. With reported revenue of about $44.3 billion in 2020, Accenture is also present in countries like India, the USA, and the Philippines, with about 150,000 employees in India, 48,000 in the US, and 50,000 in the Philippines. Accenture's current clients include 91 of the Fortune Global 100 and more than 3/4 of the Fortune Global 500. In 2020, Accenture published a paper with Swift Payment Network on the potential of central bank digital currencies payment solution with the title, Exploring Central Bank Digital Currencies, and How They Could Work for International Payments. This paper mainly dealt with the surging interest in digital currencies, and according to the document, we have at least half of the world's central banks planning to develop a central bank digital currency. This is done so that these banks will be able to reduce the use of physical currencies, counter the effect of private cryptocurrencies that can be a threat to fiat currencies at the same time, improving security across wholesale markets. Today we have some central banks already conducting experiments based on central bank digital currencies, and the momentum towards central bank digital currencies are continuing to grow because of the massive competition from cryptocurrencies. Central bank digital currencies will also create a revolution in the history of currencies and value exchange. But right now, we don't have any positive news with central bank digital currencies, and cryptocurrencies are still leading when it comes to digital currencies. But once central bank digital currencies are mainstream, it can affect Ripple's services, and XRP tokens might go down in value. But you know that governments do take a lot of time to implement something, and central bank digital currencies will still take a lot of time. Central bank digital currencies also have a huge potential for financial inclusion for less developed markets to enable payment innovations. These currencies will also be able to strengthen our new economy based on digital transactions. Most importantly, central banks will have more control over the liquidity in the financial system, and the distribution of these types of assets could be more under the control of authorized institutions. But it's not all bad news for Ripple, because Ripple and XRP Ledger can act as a bridge for central bank digital currencies because these currencies need to have two characteristics. The first one has to be the infrastructure and the second one has to be interoperability for cross-border payments, and right now, Ripple does have both of them, and central bank digital currencies will be able to use Ripple services for cross-border currency transfer. According to an official press release, we also have the Bank of England working with Accenture to create payment networks, and the Bank of England is looking forward to building a world-class payment service. This is slightly older news but still does make a lot of sense in our context. Ripple Foundation has had numerous partnerships with payment companies for more than 5 years, with the likes of MoneyGram using RippleNet for faster and cheaper cross-border payments, even though that partnership ended earlier this year. Most cryptocurrencies in the cryptocurrency world do not have the utility that XRP tokens do enjoy right now. With central bank digital currencies, almost every other cryptocurrency might lose the edge that they have over XRP tokens. But in the end, Ripple is still a payment service company that will be using XRP tokens for value transfers. So when a lot more transactions take place within the Ripple's network, and when Ripple wins a lot more partnerships with international payment giants, XRP tokens value will also increase. But you also need to keep in mind that banks don't directly invest or use XRP tokens because most of the partnership is with the company of Ripple because XRP may not be entirely used by banks that use the services from Ripple. Right now, with 400 plus banks that will be using Ripple services, it will only improve the utility of XRP tokens moving forward, and we could also see an increase in prices of XRP tokens, which is very positive news for every investor out there. XRP tokens are trading at around the $1 mark. So if you want to invest in XRP tokens, now is the right time because it is a lot more affordable now. You would be spending a lot more money on a new smartphone, but if you were to invest that same amount of money in XRP tokens, you could actually make a lot of profit when XRP prices go much higher than what it is today. Most critics and cryptocurrency enthusiasts are bullish about the prices of XRP tokens in the future. But for that future to be bright, the Securities and Exchange Commission's lawsuit against Ripple must come to an end. We know that Ripple enables direct, real-time settlement between financial institutions, providing an alternative to the complexities of today's correspondent banking system. While Ripple does provide a digital asset, XRP, the banks that have experimented with and implemented Ripple to date have chosen to use the technology to move fiat currencies across borders. Right now, there is no doubt about the fact that Accenture will remain one of the top consulting firms worldwide for a much longer time in the future. The partnership with Accenture will mean a lot for Ripple, but right now, Ripple's priority will have to do with winning the lawsuit against the Securities and Exchange Commission because that is what is hindering the growth of XRP tokens right now. We also did not witness any institutional investments in XRP tokens ever since December 2020, even though retail investors are trading XRP tokens really well. Even though the Securities and Exchange lawsuit is still ongoing, the lawsuit will end soon. The rest will depend on the investor sentiment in the cryptocurrency market for XRP tokens. You also need to keep in mind that XRP tokens are the only cryptocurrency that is even backed by financial institutions, not because they like cryptocurrencies, but because they want the utility that is being introduced by Ripple using XRP tokens. The partnership with Accenture will see the consultancy offering Ripple's products to its clients within the financial services industry that are looking for payment options. The firm has also witnessed an increase in demand for blockchain-based products, and the opportunities in this segment are extremely significant when it comes to streamlining businesses, and Ripple services will also be an opportunity to grow existing markets while streamlining the entire process of value transfer across the globe. XRP tokens are really important because it does not force retail investors to accept cryptocurrencies, but it sure does introduce them to XRP tokens by moving money in the background, reducing the cost to retail investors and financial institutions alike, and moving capital at a much faster rate will improve the entire economy across the globe because nobody likes to deal with slow money transfers. After all, the world is moving at a much faster rate, and everything that we do leaves some digital footprint, and right now, we are also entirely focused on using digital wallets for payments, so it makes a lot of sense that our currencies and international value transfers must be using a much more advanced technology that Ripple currently provides at much lower costs and are much reliable than the current SWIFT payment networks. And that is a wrap for today's video. Do you invest in XRP tokens? What do you think about the prices for XRP going forward? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you want to continue to know about XRP, we have got 2 more videos waiting for you on the end screen to check out. Make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Before heading out, kindly note that prices of cryptocurrencies frequently change, so by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. The information provided in this video does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not treat any of the content as such. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and hence should not be considered as financial advice. Do conduct your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.